Hey, what's up, Clips channel? I'm back. Yes! You thought you would never see another one of these. I made a video talking about how I was going to make more content, and then immediately I forget. Well, okay, I went and did one of the longest streams I've ever done. I streamed for 5 days straight, which I have never done in general, and by that I mean like 100 hours of streaming. And then immediately afterwards, I got sick for 2 weeks, which is just fantastic. I start the year completely flabbergasted by the LA fires for 3 months, and then I get 1 month of peace, and then immediately I'm thrown into the abyss. That being said, welcome back to the Clips channel. Today I wanted to talk about something. One of the reasons why I made this channel, other than Hades 2, which we'll have to get to, is I want to talk about some music that I like. So I thought I would start by just talking about my favorite albums that came out last year. That's it. 2024 had a lot of cool music and a lot of cool music stuff to talk about. And you know what? Fuck it. I just want to talk about it. So, starting off, we'll just start with some honorable mentions. These are just albums that, I'll be honest, I listened to once, and I liked them, but I did not like them enough to listen to them more than once, or they just, I don't have enough to say. It's useless. It's useless if I put them in my favorite, because what the fuck am I gonna say? It sounds good. But hey, you know, maybe I could say something about it. Starting off, we have that new McGee album. I forgot what it's called. 2 stars in the Dream Police. That tells you how much I listened to it, which was once. But I did enjoy what I heard. It was a very interesting sounding album, and I liked it. Just that I just didn't come back to it. But I wanted to shout it out because I did thoroughly enjoy listening to the full album. Next, Scrapyard by Quedeca. This album has really fun, interesting, weird sounds that it's just kind of like a little bit addicting to listen to, where I'm like, honestly, I only listened to it once, but I think the more I listen to this album, the more I like it. And you know what? It's made by a YouTuber. So like next is Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. It's a Doechii year, everybody, and this album was such a fun listen, and she is crazy, and her new single, Anxiety, is an absolute fucking bop. I love the way that she just layers her vocals under herself, just over and over and over again, just creating this weird fucking soundscape around your head. I should mention, by the way, I don't know what I'm talking about. I have done nothing in music, and I don't know anything about the words I'm saying, so, you know, you're just gonna have to believe me when I say words, and, you know, I'm just gonna hope that you guys understand what I'm saying when I say things. But yeah, just her music is just so interesting. This was such a fun album to just listen to once through, but I wish I gave it more time, unfortunately. But there's other albums that I had to listen to 50 more times before I could listen to an album second more times, and that's why we have to get to our favorites. Starting off with the one that I listened to the least, but I did really fucking love, Imaginal Disk by Magdala Bay. This album is so, speaking of such fun, cool sounds, why does this album sound like that? It sounds so, like, poppy and, like, machinery, like, I don't know, it just sounds so cool and crunchy to it. It's just like, mwah, mwah, what a fun sounding album. My standout song is Death and Romance in this album. Just sounds so fucking cool. I just love that chorus. It's just so, ooh, what a fun album. I like this one. That's, you know, I really like this one, really wanted to shout it out, listen to it a lot. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to say about this one. It's just fucking solid all around, really cool, highly recommend. I highly recommend all of the albums, really, in any of these. They're just worth a listen to once. Next album, this is controversial, I think, but Bando Stone in the New World by Mr. Gambino. Listen, I don't know why I'm stuttering so hard. I didn't care for Atavista. I tried listening to it and I got really annoyed. I don't care about his older stuff. I'm not really into the I'm just trying to be careful with my words here. I don't really care about I don't care about 3005. I don't care. I don't care about that kind of music because the internet, it's just like, it's so, I don't mind it. Why am I blanking on the album? name. This is so embarrassing, but you know what? We do it live. I do really like Awaken My Love. I can't believe I forgot that name. Awaken My Love is a fantastic album. I really did enjoy that. And Bando Stone in the New World, a lot of people apparently didn't like it. I really like this album. It's really cool to be presenting it as a movie soundtrack, which is definitely a movie that'll definitely come out within 5 minutes. But like the way he's released the album before the movie to allow you to try and see the movie before the movie came out through just the soundtrack is such an interesting way of rolling out an album. And it really lets you just imagine and fill the gaps for what this could be, you know? And it's got such this fun tropical vibe, and then this really machinery vibe that movie trailer really like sold you into thinking it sounds like. So it just has these such fun blends of music, and then songs like fucking No Excuses are just, mwah, oh my god, just absolute fucking beauty going through that. The fucking dry ass sax, just it hits every time. It hits every time. Yeet going off on a fucking frog beat. Holy shit. I just like this album a lot. It's just got such a fun blend of sounds, and I just ooh, good job, Mr. Childish Gambino. Hopefully the movie is real, but it's not looking like it. And you know what? Hopefully his leg heals so that he can tour again, because they canceled the LA tour, which is fine by me because I was not able to go because it was the first day of TwitchCon. So maybe it starts back up, and I want to see that Bando Stone New World tour. That shit looks fucking crazy. If you've ever looked at the light show for that shit, blew my mind. Next, guys, it's Kendrick Lamar. I feel like this is what it's Kung Fu Kenny. GNX. This album honestly started off, I was like, wow, I really like these songs like Reincarnated. They're just this fun way of having this dialogue and argument in your head of like these struggles of like trying to improve yourself and better yourself, and then still feeling like you aren't there enough for it, you know? And these like arguments and debates he has with himself, with God and religion. It's so fascinating. And the way he strings these stories along of these other previous famous musicians is just so cool. And then, you know, Luther is just a beautiful sounding song. SZA and Kendrick Lamar are just so awesome together. They just really complement each other well, and the way they blend each other and they go back and forth in these verses are such an interesting way to go up and down in notes. I don't know, I'm just speaking fucking words, but I hear it in my ears go, yes, that was badass. But I'm gonna be honest with you, since the album came off, I have not been bumping that shit. It's been fucking TV off every single fucking day. That mustard beat fucking hits. So you know what? It's just a fun album. Shit like Whacked Out Murals is just a jaw-dropping call out. I loaded up this album. I hear this fucking like horns and this person fucking screaming at me. I thought I was about to get fucking like a curse sent at me. I could feel this fucking like enraged anger starting this album, and I went, uh-oh. He's mad. Nobody is praying for him. But just such a fun, solid listen. Really enjoy it. Really fun. But there's 2 more albums on this list. I should say, by the way, this is not in order because I'm an indecisive bitch. And sometimes I just feel like, you know what, I like this album more than the other. Like some days I'm bouncing Bando Stone, I'm like, fuck, I like that. Sometimes I'm bouncing GNX, I'm like, shit, maybe I like that more. Then I go back to Bando Stone, I'm like, but Bando Stone's so good. And then sometimes I'm popping Chromakopia by Tyler, the Creator. I went and saw this one before it came out. I went and saw the listening party that he had in LA for $5, about the best $5 I've ever spent. And then I went and I saw it live, which was also a fantastic amount of money spent. And I've also, it's right there. Look at, I have the vinyl for it. I'll just say, this is a good album. It's really good. It's really interesting to see songs, especially the standout here for me is Like Him, being just a jaw-dropping, beautiful song. I remember hearing that in the listening party that he did, and I sat there and I was fucking mesmerized by what I was hearing, only to immediately be followed by Ear Piercing Pain, because I did not wear earplugs and the synths were really loud. But like him is just so fun because like, bro, through Tyler's career, like something like Answer and all of that, you've heard him struggle with this concept of him and his father. And so this just feels like the most like mature version of this struggle and like this finale to it. And it has just this epic, beautiful fucking vibe to it. Just an absolutely gorgeous song. And so are some of the other ones, with some of the verses being so fucking good. I love Thought I Was Dead, Tyler's energy, and his verse on that is just so fucking fun. Schoolboy Q goes so hard on that song too. Sticky is such a bop, so fun. And that low end bass rumble on Saint Chroma in the beginning when you hit that can you feel the light? And the bass kicks in. Holy fuck, if you listen to that with headphones or crank that shit just to let that bass fucking come in, or like have a subwoofer and you just let that shit fucking vibrate your whole fucking house, it is other solely. It's just so fun. And the ad-libs across this whole album are just so fucking goofy. They're so fun. This motherfucker is saying, I'm a fish. The way he's swapping words out with fucking other kinds of words is so fun. Just such a fun, beautiful album. It's really good. I enjoy it. Big fan of this. Glad I got to see it live. Glad I got to see it performed and listened to as he sat there with his mask on. Not saying just fucking lip syncing it. And you know what? He lip synced it despite wearing a mask. I appreciate the effort to it. He was sweating balls under that thing. But just absolutely so fun. And just like this fun, interesting album about, if I had to describe it, it just seems like it's an album about turning 30. Something I can't relate to yet, as I have 5 more years before I am 1 foot in the grave. Final album I want to talk about, simple. Less well known than these other people, but absolute fucking probably the album I ended up listening to the most this year from 2024, which was The New Sound by Jordy Greep. If you've ever listened to Black Midi, this is one of the ex-members of Black Midi making an album, and it's, oh my, holy shit. Holy fuck, this album is so good. Also, side note, this is gotta be one of the silliest fucking album covers of all time. What am I looking at? She has sliced this dude's head off and is now making out with him, tongue kissing him. But holy fuck, dude. Holy fucking shit. I remember my friend Barry described Black Midi, and also I'm gonna put Jordy Greep in here, as music that sounds like would play if you were on fire. And that's about the best way I can describe this album. And also any of Black Midi's stuff. But holy fuck, dude. And just do yourself a favor and listen to Holy Holy, which is the single. You get to watch little Miss Greep just sit and go, ooh, ooh, do a little jig. Oh, in a bowling alley. It's really funny. But holy fuck, this album is so good. Just the absolute fucking kick-ass rock shit that is going on in here is out of this fucking world. And he went to different studios around the world and recorded different songs, and it just fucking bleeds through it. There's some fucking crazy ass bongo shit going on. The drums are crazy. These blends of culture in this fucking album is so fucking cool. And the lyrics to this song, the music is so fucking funny. You load up the first song in this album, and he's talking about how your dick is so big and you could come more than 1,000 stallions, and you're like, dude, I'm in. I'm here. Fucking Holy Holy has this entire long-ass verse about not even hiring a prostitute to have sex, but just having a prostitute walk to the bathroom, stand there for 5 minutes, and then walk away. And then he goes, how much would that cost? Just absolute goofy-ass shit that is being spewed into this fucking album. But holy fuck, it's gotta be one of my favorite this year. It is just such utter fucking chaos in the best way possible. Loud, it's fun, it's flashy. Oh, big fan of that. And that's it. That's the video. That's my favorite albums of this year. Please go listen to them. I like those ones a lot. And welcome back to the Clips channel. Music is awesome. These songs are awesome. That's it. I'm so talented at this. Bye.